Today on Into the Ring, Out of the Box, we're taking a trip to Dudleyville.
In this video, we're unboxing the original San Francisco toy makers, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley action figures.
That's right, so stay tuned.
Testify!
Hey, this is Matthew.
This is Rich from Rageworks.
Welcome to Nerd News Today, and it's time for another episode of Into the Ring, Out of the Box. This time around, we're looking at some more ECW figures. We got Bubba Ray, we got Devon, we got the Dudley Boyz.
That's it.
So as you guys can see here, we've got Bubba already on the rack because this one's in nice condition and beautiful. Whereas my Devon over here, well,
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
So Rich, you didn't have ECW toys as a kid. This is kind of your first time really getting a good look at these guys, right?
Yes. I wasn't a big wrestling action figure collector. I think the last time I really collected figures, I was very young. I had the thumb wrestlers. I had Nikolai Volkov and Junkyard Dog. And then the larger rubber figures with the ring.
The LJNs.
Yeah.
Well, you're in for a treat today because these figures are pretty bad. But they're pretty fun, too. So, yeah, it's a good thing we got the Dudleys for you because that's pretty fun. You know who the Dudleys are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bubba Ray and Devon putting people through tables nearly caused a riot at the Elks Lodge the first time I went to see ECW.
Yes. These are the guys that broke Beulah McGillicuddy's neck and caused all sorts of havoc en route to becoming tag team champions.
Many times over, folks.
So, again, this is our look at the packaging. It is the exact same package we've gotten in every single figure, literally, because as you can see here for this molten card, there's no actual identifying information on these figures whatsoever.
Nope.
They're all identical. The only thing that changes is on that name tag on the front.
That's about it.
And on the back, you can see here, we've got to look at that infamous ECW ring. Maybe one day we'll get it if we make enough money off these videos. Because, Rich, this ring, when it came out, it was about $25. It's now about $250.
Wow.
Yep. And it's a pretty terrible ring by all means, but, yeah, $250 now.
You could just easily find a ring, paint it, and then buy the stickers and slap them on.
But it's not the same.
Doesn't come with the steel cage, damn it.
Let's go ahead and just get these guys out of the box and take a look at the Dudley Boyz in action.
That's it.
So here's a look at the Dudley Boyz, and we're starting things off with Devon over here.
Yep.
So Devon has the pivot punch action feature that we're going to talk about a little bit later on. But this is the classic ECW suspenders look, which is pretty nice. It's got the white glasses, the white knee pads.
Pretty good detailing, actually, for such an older figure before, facial scanning became a thing. That actually genuinely does look like Devon Dudley.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah, that is the one thing you could say about them is, despite these figures not being the prettiest, they're definitely better than the Jakks Bone Crunchers by far.
Absolutely.
And they do capture who the guys are pretty spot on. Like outfit, facially, everything. And especially the costumes. They usually get pretty good. I mean, granted, I don't think Devon wore polka dots. They usually wore tie-dye.
Yeah.
But, close enough.
That's the cheapest way for them to do tie-dye.
Kind of was, yeah.
No harm in that.
No, but on the plus side, the Bubba Ray actually does have something closer to tie-dye.
Yep, the Bubba Ray actually has pretty good tie-dye features. Obviously, Bubba's signature glasses. He's got the do-rag on. I included a baseball bat just because it looks cool. The figure also comes with a 2x4 accessory. There you go. There's
nice.
A 2x4. So you got your choice of plunder to crack people over the head with, whether it's the baseball bat or the 2x4. He has the left forearm smash. The left forearm smash is his signature feature.
All right, cool. So we're going to test those out in a bit. But yeah, I do got to talk about the weapons because this is the first time I think we've gotten a baseball bat now in our reviews. I don't know how many times I've actually used baseball bats in general in ECW.
I don't feel that the baseball bat, I felt that the 2x4 definitely. I also feel light tubes, fluorescent light tubes.
A little bit more towards the end, yeah,
were smashed over people's heads at some point. And, of course, Singapore Cane.
Yeah, of course, which they, oddly enough, it took them a while to make that. But, yeah, I mean, if they even had a baseball bat, they definitely would not be using it like this.
No.
You would kill a man. I mean, that's basically what happened to Kurt Angle and Sting that one time.
That's right.
Yeah, we don't talk about that match. No, we don't. And so Devon also comes with his own hardcore weapon. He comes with a garbage can. So we now have 2 garbage cans. So, yeah, it doesn't really take long if you buy these ECW figures to get, a really nice arsenal of weapons.
Yep. Somebody just needs to come with a shopping cart to put them all in.
They actually had something like that, but that's for a different episode. So, interesting thing about the Bubba, the prototype that was originally shown for Bubba Ray actually had him shirtless.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason, the very first proto, Bubba Ray was totally shirtless, and he wore trunks.
That's weird because that's never been a thing.
Never been a thing. It was immediately changed. I don't know what happened, but it was basically, that photo got as far as made it to the press, and it did get out there as a proto photo. But obviously, they did the right thing by the end of it.
Bubba Ray Dudley's look has been, for the most part, fairly consistent over the years. Either the overalls and the tie-dye t-shirt, or like the jorts and some sort of a baseball jersey. So to see him in trunks would just be super weird.
Yeah. And this is kind of more like his maybe like late 98 outfit in particular, because around this time, he would wear this type of outfit. He got rid of the overalls and suspenders.
Right.
In most cases. Oftentimes, you just wear like an ECW button-down shirt as well. They have opened up. You can just see this shirt underneath it. So that's kind of the time period we're looking at here with this outfit. I gotta say, I love the detail on the outfits, though. I mean, you got Bubba Ray's socks
the
showing
high
through
socks.
there. You got the nice knee pads and the really unique boots as well on Devon. Granted, Bubba Ray looks enormous. He's a pretty big dude, but I mean, he wasn't that big that era.
No, I felt he was pretty brick shithouse looking back then.
He was.
He wasn't like the other guy, like Big Dick Dudley.
Yeah.
Who was obviously pretty much the heavy of the group, but Bubba was definitely fairly big back then.
See, he was big, but he wasn't like thick.
No, he wasn't.
People kind of think that he was bigger than he was because the outfits he wore also.
Right.
He actually was. He was a big guy, but it wasn't like big like he got when he was in WWE.
No.
When he bulked up. This is more like a WWE almost bulking up version.
Almost, yeah.
He was a little bit leaner. And then just in general, it's like way bigger than some of their figures in the whole line too. Like he's massive compared to Devon.
Now, in terms of posing them side by side, as you can see, I feel that, and obviously this was back then, scale-wise, like they're almost pretty much in scale, but a lot of the times I believe Bubba was the taller of the two.
Yeah.
So they kind of, it would have been cool if they would have done a little bit more scale. I think that's always been my gripe with a lot of the modern WWE figures, that now over the last few years they've started doing scale. Like Rey Mysterio shouldn't be as big as John Cena.
Oh yeah. Well, Jack's always made him terrible like that. Mattel's been doing a good job with that, and we've noted the ECWs actually are pretty decent because, like you can see here, Bubba is a little bit taller.
Yeah,
than
a little
Devon.
bit. Yeah.
So it's not a big difference, but he is a little bit bigger.
Yep. So there's some scale, not much, but again, considering the era that we're talking about, still pretty damn good.
So we already showed you guys Bubba's action, which is that forearm smash.
Yep.
And Devon's action is that pivot punch, which to me just means he doesn't really do anything because you just put your hand here and it should do that.
Yep.
So basically, it just doesn't really do anything, which is kind of nice though, because I don't really always like to have action features. It's nice just to have a toy you can just play with naturally.
Right.
But can he hold the weapons? Oh, you know he can.
Yes, the hell he can. At 2x4. You know what's funny? If his facial structure wasn't as good as it was to make him look like Devon, he also kind of looked like Savio Vega a little bit.
I can see that, yeah. And of course, Devon can also hold the garbage can, so he's ready to go to war. He's going to have a match with the gangsters.
That's it. Got the plunder in there. Very, very nice.
So let's go ahead and let's test out some of his action features in the ring and see what else these guys can do. This is a very ominous looking shot.
That's it. End of the line for Lance Storm.
So why don't we go ahead and let's try out Bubba's action feature on Lance Storm first. Let's see how that forearm smash with a baseball bat. Oh my god!
That's it. It's
that
a wrap.
Is vicious.
Oh, the humanity! That man has a family.
He had a family. Bubba's a masochist. He likes to watch from the back. I'm gonna go ahead and try this pivot punch now. Let's go ahead, use that garbage can.
It's not bad.
No, but I usually prefer, honestly, with the garbage cans. Well, I've got it this way, so I like to do that. And then you come in with Bubba Ray and you go, wha-pam, wha-pam, wha-bam. That's how you get extreme.
That's it.
But we can't test out Dudley toys without doing a certain move, can we?
3D.
You know it.
Can it be done?
Well, I think they're basically set up perfectly for it, because that's the kind of thing with these ECW toys. They can do their finishers for the most part, we've noticed.
Huh.
So, yeah, I mean, basically, Devon's in position, Bubba's in position. They could easily do this with their action features.
Right.
So let's go ahead and let's give that a try.
It was basically like this. And there it is. A little 3D action.
Not bad. You can do it. It's
That's
doable.
It is doable. You can also, if you really wanted to do 90s era Dudley Boyz, you can do the old what's up headbutt.
Now, did they do the what's up in ECW?
No, they didn't. But I think I feel like they started to, but I don't think that they did.
Didn't really catch on as
Yeah, so it's almost there. Poor Lance Storm.
No, I can't really hold the legs.
Nope, can't really hold the legs too well, but
Still more. Yeah, you can still more or less do it.
You can still more or less do it.
More or less works.
That's it.
And I think you could also do a Bubba Bomb, in fact. The proper Bubba Bomb, which would be like this. The one handed like that, gut wrench kind of.
Yep, and then the drop.
Yeah, and because of his action feature in particular, you basically can do it.
That's not bad.
Yeah. That is one of the best things about these toys is they do totally do it. You can easily do a scoop slam as well with this guy. I mean, that's easy to do.
Yeah, because of the action that the figure has.
But let's get Lance Storm out of here.
That's it. Looking at the figures, just to recap, articulation, solid for the era. Paint job, definitely in line with how they looked during this iconic era for this tag team. These guys ran roughshod through ECW, went to WWE, killed it there, went to Impact, TNA, killed it there. I think that when it comes to just looking at the history of these figures, these are two figures that definitely should be added to any Dudley Boy or ECW fans collection, just because they really capture the era perfectly. I mean, this was the era where the simplicity, the pivot punches, the action, the kung fu grip, so to speak, definitely was a big part of it, versus now where the newer generation of figures are more showpieces. These were still just fun toys to play with.
Yeah. And one other interesting side note about these particular figures. So when these come out, you have to keep in mind, this is basically like 99.
Right.
What year did the Dudleys come to WWE?
Was it early 2000s or mid 2000s?
End of 99.
Was it end of 99? Really?
So basically around the same time that these came out,
they debuted in WWE. Wow, that's crazy.
These figures actually beat out WWE, I believe, by a little bit to come out before.
That's right, because I think they started doing that's when they started in debuting some of that real scan technology.
That was with the Titantron line,
right.
Yeah. So that's when it began. So these actually beat it, and there was basically a brief amount of time where you could get two different types of Dudley Boyz figures out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you would not see that happen anymore today. No, sir.
Considering that anecdote, it's like this company definitely made sure to get it in under the wire.
Oh, they totally did. Now, unfortunately, there was only one release ever of the Dudleys. They never had any repaints, so the only way to get them is like this, and they've become a little bit rare now, in particular Devon. I do recommend hunting these down, though, because you need to have the Dudleys to have an ECW collection.
Especially when you consider how big the Dudley family was, and the fact that, the two most iconic members exist not only in one signature ECW line, but also a WWE line at the same time.
Yep.
That's a nice bit of trivia right there to have.
Yeah. So, Rich, where can our viewers find out more about what you guys do at Rageworks?
You can find us at rageworks.net. You can also look for Rageworks on all your favorite social media platforms of choice. On Twitter, we are rage_works, unfortunately. But definitely hit us up there. We're always looking to engage with fellow action figure collectors and pop culture junkies. As always, visit us at rageworks.net, your one-stop shop for rants and reviews about gaming, entertainment, and the works.
So I am Matthew.
I'm Rich.
And, we got a garbage can full of weapons.
That's it.
You thinking who I'm thinking about looking at next?
Who's that?
You'll see.
Uh-oh. Next time.